Hello, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. I am your soul coach. Today we're going to do a reading on the actual visit that Donald Trump had with the Queen last week. And I want to really focus in on what happened between Harry and Trump. You know, Trump said a lot of things about Harry's and William's mother, that when she got a divorce, that she was Diana was his kind of woman, and he tried to chase her down, and he couldn't get her, right? And then that stuff came out in the news, and I'm sure they've heard it, and I'm sure they didn't like that information. But the other thing that came out is when Megan said that when Trump was running for president for the office, that if Trump won because he was a misogynist, if he won, then she would move to Canada. She was thinking about it. Well, she's in Britain now, so she did move. Not because of Trump, but because of, she got married Harry. But the fact that when he heard about it on his visit over to England, and he was asked about a British reporter, he said, "Oh, I didn't know she was nasty." Now, I took it as though he was saying that she's not, he was surprised that she had said it. They had coached him on not saying anything negative about the royal family, no matter who it was. And so he kind of stepped to that. He kind of I think he reveres the Queen. He wants to be king. You know this, right? So he was told not to say anything negative about the royal family because they were hosting him. And so I guess he said, "Well, I didn't know she was nasty, but I wish her well." So he did correct it. But just a couple of days later, he says that Nancy Pelosi's nasty, nasty woman. So he meant it. He was just trying to clean himself up with Megan. But let's see what was happening with Harry when he went to the tea with Trump. If y'all noticed, if y'all saw any of that, he stayed in the back. He talked to Ivanka for a few minutes, and then he skipped town. So let's see what was going on. What was Harry thinking while he was at that tea with Trump early in the month, a few days ago? So let's see. Let's read this. It was earlier this week, right? Yeah. So keep your cards. Cards would be great. These are new cards. These are my the everyday enchantment tarot. I got these recently, man. I'm so happy. I've been looking at this when she was making them, and she was putting templates or demos of the cards. And I was like, I'm going to get those cards. And then I decided not to. And I finally got them this year. And they are beautiful. Everyday situations anybody can relate to. It's not the regular, they're the right-of-way kind of theme. But the pictures are more modern, everyday things that's happening in life. But anyway, I'm asking now about Harry and Trump. What was Harry thinking when this happened at the tea with Trump? What was his overall idea about that family? Queen made him go. You cannot not go. So, and I think he knew Ivanka from the whatever those games are that he's the head of for the Special Olympics, or he does in May. So I think the event, what is it called? I forget what this is called, but anyway, he's in charge of it. So he had to show up. The Invictus Games, I think that's what it's called. He can't, she showed up for him, so he had to show up for her. He couldn't just not go. Let's see, I just need 3 cards, but they're taking time from that. Harry and Donald. So what did he think about? Harry think about Donald doing this visit. These cards are pretty good because they are not coming out. They are thick. They're starting to break up. Okay, good. They're starting to talk. One more card. And we'll be done. Ooh, I'm gonna let that go. So I wanted to fall out. Okay, so we got 3 cards. First card, second card, third card. I don't know if you can see them. Okay. So, 2 of Blades, which is like the 2 of Swords. There's your swords. This is Harry. He's like, I don't want to have anything to do with this mess. I'm staying away from it. I'm not going to be a part of it. And he did stay in the back, didn't he? He's like, I'm not going near that guy. He stayed away. I'm not having anything to do with this. The ugliness. Look at that person sticking their tongue out at that person. He says, I'm not even going to get involved. That's Donald, probably. And that's Megan. And that's Harry. So I'm not getting involved in this. I'm staying away. I don't want to be pulled into it because no matter what I say or do, they're going to make a big to-do about it. You know, if I go up there and talk to him, they're going to say, you know, why was he making friends after he said such a nasty thing about his wife? Or staying away. They said he didn't. And I think he should have stayed away. I wouldn't have dealt with any person either that talked about my wife. Whether they belong together or not, whatever you believe about Harry and Meghan, you know, Donald should have shut his mouth up. I know he's president of the United States, but he don't act like it sometimes. But there you go. So he said, I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to deal with this person. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is a little bit of conflict here. There was no true fighting, but there was some, you know, worry and conflict around this situation. And what we see is everybody has up their swords and their bats. And it's Harry in the background. This is him and Ivanka in the back. See, everybody else is in the front, and Harry's in the back. Preparing for battle. Not particularly in it. But, you know, there's a lot of conflict with the situation. But not so much that anything happened. Just a little bit of preparation for battle. He was prepared to go into battle with Trump, but he decided he was not going to step into that arena, and he stayed in the back. And then we have the Two of Wands, right side up. Oh, this is Two of Wands, making things happen. There's music. There's the world. Trump was there, so you have the world, the international stage here. Everybody's looking. Everybody's looking. So he knew to stay back, don't enter the conflict, stay out of it, play nice, play peace, because you're on the international stage here. Stay in the background, don't enter the conflict, because you're on the world stage, and people are watching. On the world stage, play nice. This guy's playing nice, and look, he's not even looking forward. I know he's playing his drums, but he's not even looking out. He's just in his own world, into his own groove. So it's Two Wands. Yeah. And that's what's happening there. That's why he didn't do it. He didn't want to enter into the conflict. He knew he was being watched. And so I'm going to pull a card on Trump and a card on Harry about their personalities at that meeting. What were they each thinking about each other? What was Harry thinking? Harry's going to be on the right and Trump's going to be on the left. Okay, so we're going to pull for Trump in that meeting. What was Trump's feeling about Harry? Okay. Harry. It's got to fall out. These cards are not the same size. They don't look like it. I'm going to show you this card. It's too funny. I like seeing when the cards fall out because it makes me laugh because it's like, I can't understand this. Or sometimes I get a surprise and I get a tickle out of it. This is Trump. Torture. He was in torture. Not in the sense that someone was hurting him, but he feels like he could torture, if he wanted to, he could torture Harry. He could say things about Harry, but he chose not to because he was groomed for this visit not to. He said, if he come at me, try to start something, I'm going to torture him. Of course, what does he torture? He tweets, right? And this is the one on Harry. Is this drunk? So during this meeting, Harry is saying he's a little tipsy. Either he thinks drunk is a drunken old man, or he had a little something before he went there to keep him calm. Remember, he didn't want to enter into the fight. He didn't want to enter into the fight. He was on the national stage, so he wanted to stand back in his own world. So either he was drunk or he thought Trump was drunk, or drunkard, like drunk old man, you know, kind of sort of thing. Or Harry was on his own little kicks. He had his own little thing before he got there to keep him calm. That's why I was laughing, because this just seems funny to me. So anyway, that's my reading for the day on Harry and Trump. It's over. It's done. I don't think it's going to come back up again anytime soon. They got through it. They lived through it. At the end of the day, it was neutral. No one got into it. Harry wanted to. Trump would have tried to take him down after he left. He wouldn't have done it in front of the Queen, but he would have said something nasty afterwards. But he did not, because he was told not to. And he behaved while he was at the castle. So that's my reading for today. It just shows you that anytime you come up with conflict, you don't have to enter the conflict. You don't have to let people push your buttons. Sometimes you can show up and be pleasant, stay in your own world, not enter into traps that people set for you, and just be cordial and just go your own way after it's done. People, I always tell people, when you get mad, you've had someone push your buttons, you need to learn how to move your buttons. But really, in truth, it's not about moving your buttons like from here to here so you can't push them. Just get rid of them. Dissolve them. It should, it's just a mindset. So if something bothers you, something ticks you off, like, oh my God, my husband never takes the trash out, and it pisses me off because he never takes the trash out. We always miss the trash day. And it pisses you off and causes these arguments between you and your husband. You need to figure out another way. It's a trigger for you. It's something that happened when you were growing up about maybe structure and rituals. Anyway, that's my reading today for Trump and for Harry. If you want a reading with me, you know how to contact me at AscensionSoulCoaching.com. If you want a generic reading that you think everybody might want to see the outcome to, put a request down in the comment section. And please subscribe to my site. One thing we do know is that cards don't lie, and there'll be something else to talk about tomorrow. Thank you for watching today.